I'm not sure if we're live. I'm hoping we're live. We're going to find out here in a second as we check Facebook and see if we are live. And so I'm hoping we are. This is Gateway Midweek. I'm Jason Crabtree. And we're checking. We're seeing if we're live. Oh, we're live. Awesome. Cool. We are here. And so, hey, I'm Pastor Jason. And this is my family. We are in our home. This is not a set, but we are live and we are in our kitchen. And so, hey, we are glad that you are here. Gateway Midweek, we connect every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. For the last few weeks, we've been doing some Gateway testimonies and stories. And so, man, it's been cool to get to know some of the people that are connected to Gateway, that are a part of the church family. And so be looking for more of those as we enter in 2021. Here's my family here. I have a dog over there that's making noise. And so one of us is going to walk over and let him outside. And so, hey, we're talking, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, right? So we're excited for Thanksgiving, and I hope you are too. And so, hey, real quick, let me introduce everybody, or they can kind of introduce themselves. We'll start here.
Hi, my name is Janelle. I'm 19 years, not yet, almost 19 years old.
Almost 19 in December. And so this is my daughter Janelle.
I'm Nathaniel Crabtree. I just turned 16. And I'm Nathaniel.
So you've been doing distance learning. How have you liked school so far?
It's fun.
Yeah. And then this is my wife.
I'm Denise. Age is not important.
Age is not important. So hey, we're going to talk each and every week. We always look at Gateway's purpose. Gateway Midweek is always the goal for Gateway Midweek has always been to look at it through the purpose or through our purpose, which is invite, connect, develop, and serve. Invite others in, connect to God, develop your gifts. And serve the community. And so, for all of these things to work and to function right, we have to have the right point of view. We have to have the right attitude. And that is, we have to have a thankful attitude. And so for these things to work, I want to read Psalm 100, 2 through 5. It says, "Worship the Lord with gladness, come before him. Singing with joy, acknowledge that the Lord is good. He made us and we are his. We are his people, the sheep of his pasture. Enter his gates with thanksgiving. Go into his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and praise his name, for the Lord is good. His unfailing love continues forever, and his faithfulness continues to each generation." And so I love the fact that God has got us covered, no matter young or old, no matter what's going on in life. We come before God with a thankful heart. It says to sing before him. And so, Nathaniel, you have a song you were going to sing for us, right?
No.
So, but hey, we're going to take an opportunity and we're going to share some things that we are thankful for. And I want to encourage you in the comments below, let us know what you're thankful for. Let us know, the things that maybe God is doing in your life. And this is always a great time to look back, right? And to look back. Man, 2020, we're almost done with it. It has been an interesting year, to say the least. But I know that there's some things that each and every one of us are thankful for. And so we want to hear those things. So make sure you write those things in the comment section. So let's just kind of jump into it. We got this red tablecloth. We're going to talk about this in a little bit. But right now we're going to start, I believe, with Janelle is going to go first.
Awesome.
Right? Or were you going to go first?
Yeah, Janelle can go.
Janelle's going to go first.
Standards.
Okay.
So I think this year the thing that I'm most thankful for is just in 2020 we've been in months of just like isolation, especially just with everything going on. And I really kind of felt more grateful and more thankful for having my brother around. We've been kind of forced to spend a lot more quality time together. And at first I was very upset about it, but I'm actually looking back at it, I'm very grateful. And I'm blessed to have a brother that I can get along with, and just we don't really fight that much, and when we do, it's all fun and games. And so that's probably the thing I'm most thankful for this year.
Great, awesome. That's cool. Do you guys want to hug it out or anything? Or?
No, that's good.
Not thankful. I'm not that thankful. It's no, that's good. That's good. And so good. So Nathaniel, you want to share? I know the dog hates the fact that we're interacting with you and not with him, and so and he always gets a growly along this time. So yeah. So we can share what you're thankful for.
As Dad said, this year's been kind of crazy, so I'm really thankful to have a family like us, which every day, even though we're trapped inside and school's a lot, I can always just be entertained, whether it's like just funny jokes or just being silly. And then also we got a dog, and he can be annoying a lot, but every once in a while he's just good to have someone to pet and hug. It's we have a really crazy family, and it's really entertaining to live with this family, and I'm thankful that I could just have someone to entertain me during these tough times.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, hey, are you not entertained?
I'm entertained.
That's great. That's great. Awesome. Well, hey, before you share, you want to share?
Yeah, so I thought it'd be kind of fun. I when the holidays come around, I tend to get more nostalgic because I have things that belong to that I remember growing up with, and then from my grandparents and my parents and my grandparents. And so I think it was Nathaniel that said we should put the red tablecloth out. So growing up, every night before the Thanksgiving or before Christmas, Mom would get out we had a big tablecloth, much like this one, and she'd get the acrylic paints out and she'd color it in there. And what that tablecloth was a record of who joined meals with us, who was at Thanksgiving with us, and who was at Christmas with us. And every year, after the dinner was all cleared up and dessert was all cleared up, then we'd sit around and sign the tablecloth. Sometimes there would be elaborate pictures, life events would be recorded, guests that came in and out throughout the years. And I think the last meal we had at my parents' house, I think we looked at it, it's 40 years. We have 40 years of family memories on that. And then when Jason and I got married, my aunt gave us this tablecloth so that we could then start our own way of keeping a track of who shared meals with us. And this tablecloth, we have, holidays in Tennessee, Moses Lake, and the kids and cousins that have come in and out and had meals with us, grandparents, which is my favorite, to be able to see when a grandparent was with us. And so when I was thinking of like what I'm thankful for a legacy of loving God and loving others. And our tablecloths show that as people have come in and out and through our lives. And I'm very fortunate to have grown up in a family, mom and dad. We went to church and followed in that footstep in what God would have for our lives. And my grandparents, both sides, modeled that, just loving others. In fact, I even pulled out, because again, I get really nostalgic. And so my grandparents, my mom's mom and dad, they had like scripture plates on their car. So Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, and I think Jason's going to talk about this one, but this is the most recent car, 1 Thessalonians 5:18. I remember just always growing up knowing that, like, in all things give thanks, and I just feel like in this time, everyone's going to say 2020, but there is still so much to be thankful for, and for our family, I'm thankful that we've always been focused on God. What is He doing in our lives? What is He teaching us? What are the blessings and the things that we're experiencing? The good, the bad, the ugly, and we've been through all those experiences, and I'm thankful that we can model that for our kids. And like Nathaniel talked about, that idea of being entertained. So we have fun together, but we also have those hard conversations together and walk through things and talk through things. So as we're celebrating Thanksgiving, and I know for us and many of you, we'll be at our house, and mom and dad at their house, my sister at their house, Jason's parents at their house, but yet still connected because we share those memories of over time and loving each other and just always looking to God. And those are the things I really am thankful for. And even so, more this year is to still just, again, be focused on loving God and loving each other.
That's cool. good. Yeah. Yeah, it is cool to look back through these things, you know, things we're saying, family, friends. As I look, I can see friends, I can see my own kids trying to write their name on here and different things. A lot of handprints.
Yeah.
And so yeah. So you know, as I kind of thought, what am I going to talk about? You know, as far as being thankful. And so I put together just a little kind of list. And so what am I thankful for? So the first thing, obviously, family, right? And they each shared about how they love hanging out with each other and how it's, you use the term entertained, but we get along before. I mean, you should have seen half an hour leading up to this going live. We were laughing, we were joking, does this camera look right? Everybody's got to move because I'm too tall and this light gets in the way, and we're just having a good time. And so we've been through a lot together as a family. We've traveled all across the country together as a family, and so we have a lot of great stories, and so that's one thing I'm very thankful for. The second thing is good friends. Man, I am so thankful for good friends. And when I say good friends, I think I've talked about this before when we talked about the importance of relationship. Good friends are those people that when you're going through a hard time, they're going to listen to you. And when you're going through something good, they're going to help you celebrate it. And so I'm thankful that I have certain friends in my life that are going to do those two things. They're going to listen when I'm going through stuff, and they're going to help me celebrate when things are going well. And so those are the people that you want in your life. And so I'm thankful for good friends. I'm thankful for laughter. I'm glad we get to laugh. I often, we just share in stories. I was just joking. Just today, we have a little mini fridge in the garage that is full with sodas and waters and stuff like that. And so and Snapples. What else is in there? Diet Pepsi. And so, but it's every once in a while I walk by there and nothing in there is cold because the door has been left open by the last person that got something out of the thing. And so we were joking because I can just picture my son. I can picture my son grabbing, a Diet Pepsi, and then in his mind hearing my voice go, "Make sure you shut the little mini fridge," and then just shaking his head no and leaving it open and just walking back. So, but we think about those things and we just laugh. We watched a movie the other night and just hearing everybody laugh. There's been times, man, over the last 6 months where I've gotten up and the three of us had ended up in the kitchen at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and just hanging out, just talking and laughing. And so that is something I think is so important. Take time to laugh. Take time to be in those moments. Another thing that I'm very much thankful for is opportunities to see others be the person that God has created them to be. It has been so cool over these last 6 to 8 months, watching people kind of step up, watching people take on new roles, people within our church and within our community step up and really discover new ways that God wants to use them and being provided that opportunity to do that. And so that's another thing that I'm very much thankful for. I put here, I'm thankful for good movies and good food. And so I love good movies. I love good food. I don't know about you, but man, when you watch something on TV, I mean, we've been watching Netflix and streaming everything you can think of. But then also when there's a good meal, right? Like, oh man, just enjoying that, as you can see, I love good food. And so that's another thing. And the last thing I wrote down, one of the things I'm so thankful for, and this is something that I tell these two kids right here, obviously not this one, she's done, no, is simply this, and this is for everybody that's watching. One thing that I'm thankful for, it is never too late to start over, right? No matter what's going on in your life, it is never too late to go, you know what, I'm going to start over. I've been going down the wrong way, the wrong path, and I'm going to do something different with my life. And maybe that start a relationship with Christ. It's never too late to start to dream dreams. I am very close to finishing seminary. And so as I took a transition from doing worship to doing some other things, and man, it has been an interesting last 3 or 4 years. But man, I am thankful because it's never too late to do something new, and so that's one thing I'm thankful for. And so so we're kind of coming to a close here. As you can see, my dog's freaking out. I don't know if you can hear it on the camera or not. There are sirens going crazy outside, and so whatever's going on out there, God be with them. And so so we always kind of end Gateway midweek with like some tangible things, right? What are some things that we can recommend that you do to have a heart of gratitude, to be thankful? And so I'll ask you guys, what's something that you could recommend to people out there of here's something you can do to show gratitude or be thankful?
Well, 'tis the season for baked goods, so I think it'd be a really good way just to spend time with your family, and just maybe bake some cookies, make some brownies, and then package them and drop them off at people's doorsteps. I don't think it's talked about how grateful people feel when they have like a little bit of a sweet treat left at the door, just with a note that just says, "Hey, I'm thankful for you." And so I think that that's a great way to do that. I know some friends who have been doing that, and just the feedback they've been getting from that has just been absolutely positive. So that's, I think.
Cool, that's cool. Anybody else?
I say just talk to the people you haven't talked to in a long time. Just a little text, hey, what you doing? How was your day? What are you doing for Thanksgiving? It can mean a lot to some people, so keep in touch with people. Make sure you know what people are up to and care about them.
Yeah. Good. You got any thoughts?
I think, I know for myself, I get in a busy season. School has been really hectic and 10, 11 hour days. And so, sometimes you can get caught up in the frenzy of everything that's going on. And I need to get back to trying to be reminded of when somebody's, like I'm driving to school or just anything, somebody's name will pop into my head, I'll just think about them. And so I'll try to remember to let me just send a quick text. Hey, I'm just thinking about you, hope things are going well. And I haven't been doing that like I should be, and I need to get back to that. Because like Janelle said, there is something also in your own heart when you're reaching out to people and checking on people, it also affects you. It kind of brings that positive, that joy into your life as well. And so I need to remember that for myself. But I think that's one thing I've always have tried to do. Like Nathaniel said too, reach out to people and stuff. But when there's that prompting on your heart or somebody's name's on your heart, I wonder how so-and-so's doing, and then to kind of follow through with that. And what's nice is I hate talking on the phone, but for me a text is really good. Just a quick text and then an exchange on the text. I think that's one way we can do that, just to stay connected, especially since we're in a time. We're in a new time for everybody, and people are alone or feeling lonely, even though they could be with people, but still feeling lonely because they're not doing their normal routines. So I think that'd be a great way just to say, hey, I'm thinking about you, and how's it going? And that comes to my mind that I need to be better at that myself.
That's good. Yeah, those are all great. Those are good things. I thought about this verse, and it was on one of these license plates. 1 Thessalonians 5:16 through 18. I love this. It says, always be joyful. Always be joyful. Never stop praying. Right? So you talk about some tangible ways to be thankful. Always be joyful. Never stop praying. Be thankful in all circumstances. Man, and what a thing to think about when you put that in context of everything that's been going on this year, right? Be thankful in all circumstances. And I love this because it says, for this is God's will for you who belong to Christ Jesus. We often ask the question, I know we've asked it many times, what am I supposed to be doing? What is God's will for my life? Should I do A or should I do B? Should I do this? Should I do that? What are the things that I feel like I should be serving? I can't tell you how many people I've talked to lately, they just have this overwhelming feeling of hey, I feel like I should be doing more. Here I am in this time where I've had a lot of time to think and reflect, and I feel like I need to be doing more for God. What is God's will for my life? God's will for you is to be thankful in all circumstances. Be thankful in all circumstances, no matter what's going on. Find the silver lining. Find something to be thankful for. When you do that, it turns your perspective around, it turns your heart around, so you can always be joyful, so you can never stop praying. It helps you stay focused on the right things. And it is not easy to do that. But if you want to know what God's will for you is, it is simply that, to be thankful in all circumstances. And what better way to do that than with some cookies on a front porch, than texting somebody, hey, how's it going, man? I haven't talked to you in a while. What's going on in your life? As people pop into your brain, as people pop into your heart, reaching out for them, praying for them. Those are things that we do because that is the will of God for us. And so, man, I hope you've been blessed tonight. I hope you've been somewhat entertained as we've gathered together and just did this kind of something different. I know the title talked about being thankful and cornbread, baking, stuffing. The original plan was for me to do like a cooking show because that's one of the things that I make for Thanksgiving is cornbread, bacon, stuffing. And so maybe if you follow me on Instagram, JTree1975 on Instagram, or Facebook, Jason Crabtree, maybe I'll post some stuff tomorrow and you can go back and watch that. But hey man, I'm so thankful that you've joined us during this Gateway Midweek Live. I want to encourage you, we are having services in person. We are having services online Sunday, 8:30 choir and orchestra, 10:30 is the praise band, 9:45 is our kids church. Again, kids church is online, but we are online, we are on site. I want to encourage you to connect with us as much as you can. Go to gatewaybySayit.com. You can give there at gatewaybySayit.com. You can share prayer requests. You can share stories. You can watch all these Gateway midweeks. You can watch stories. You can watch previous messages. It's just a great way to stay connected. So I really want to make sure that you do that. I say it each and every week. Man, we're going to keep connecting with you because that is what we do. Have a great Thanksgiving, and we hope to see each and every one of you again really, really soon. And so, yeah, thanks for being a part of Gateway Midweek. I'm Pastor Jason. This is my family. This is my crazy dog. You guys have a great week. God bless. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
I don't know how to end it.
Well, we're going to try to end it.